Welcome to Metabolic Maestro. I teach men to restore internal order so self-mastery, discipline becomes inevitable. Now today I wanted to touch on the power switch and how most men think self-discipline or lack of self-discipline is a lack of character. And it's simply not the case. The lack of self-discipline oftentimes is a result of your biology being out of order, being disordered. And so when you cultivate biological command and you cause internal order to come about, naturally you put yourself in a state where taking actions that are aligned with your intentions become much more effortless. You're still gonna have to take the action, but there's not so much resistance, friction around it. Simple way to think about this is when someone falls sick or ill, no matter what mental gymnastics they've been doing, no matter how many times their habit alarms go off, no matter how many affirmations, visualizations they do, they're not going to be getting out of that bed to do anything. There's just way too much internal chaos going on. But that's the extreme. Let's say on a subtler level, same thing is taking place when insulin is jacked up all the time from constant eating. Blood sugar just goes like this, and your brain is constantly asking for food. You become reactive and impulsive, and in the same way, all that internal noise, that chaos, you're not able, people are not able to really get into action, just get into doing things, because now the attention, whether they like it or not, is focused on that pain or that uncomfortable feeling or that irritation, the headache. So when you get your internal state in order, be able to more effortlessly, still gonna have to take the action, but more effortlessly you can go about doing the things that are aligned with your intentions. Now today I wanted to touch on the power switch and how with the training session or this training portion of the Maestro path, how this process of tearing muscle fibers, when you tear the muscle fibers, you experience a certain degree of pain. And through going through this process over and over again with repetition, going back to the gym, tearing more muscle fibers, letting it repair, restore, going back, tearing more, what happens is over time, this trains your brain to be able to be resilient to uncomfortable conditions. This becomes a program, let's say, in your brain where you rewire now your brain, especially dopamine pathways that are often associated or carved to seek quick rewards, quick pleasure, and now you retrain them so that they are comfortable waiting or comfortable with delayed gratification and the pleasure that comes about from that. And so in creating this more resilient brain or a brain that is trained to be more resilient and face challenges and obstacles or uncomfortable conditions. Now, this starts to move you from a man who is avoidant of responsibilities and challenges to one who readily, fearlessly, confidently tackles challenges, uncomfortable situations. And so no matter what the goal is, no matter what they've decided to do, no matter what obstacle comes in the process of them doing that, they still go ahead and get it done anyway. And that's just the bottom of the short and long and sideways, above, below, behind of it all. So I'll leave this at that. Remember, fasting is the doorway, stillness is the foundation, and discipline is the path. I made a 24-hour guide to help you begin. Link is in the bio. Until next time, be still.